bit of a flick here at the Culture Coffee Table. Found two dashing Englishmen, one named Mark, one named Edward.
The idea that we're working on this year for the Academy brand anyway is to release a trilogy of collections, 3 collections, all under the heading of Tribe. And I suppose the idea behind that was that when we're looking at, all the things that inspire us, fashion, film, all that sort of thing, music, etc., we're kind of seeing a lot of individuality, a lot of authenticity, and in a sense a breaking down of the normal rules of fashion, in that sense that things come from the catwalk and trickle down. So we've sort of turned it on its head a little bit and looked at street style from all different eras, to be honest, not just now, some from a kind of historical perspective.
Within our ideas, we're still working with one sort of basic technique that sort of, makes all these collections sort of come together. So you sort of got, in this case, working with a mono-blocking sort of technique, which you've seen in all the models behind, even though sometimes it's done in a more highlighted effect or sometimes it's done in more sort of total colour. But because you've got all these different tribes, you can also, your colour palette's a little bit sort of more broad in that way, which I think makes it quite exciting and fresh, really.
The collection this year I've been a bit obsessed with asexuals. No, it's not males, not female. They're just of one sexual thing. So we wanted to bring that into it, and they all have a shadow behind them of some sort, which was their other beings. So, and with the hair, I just wanted to keep it really plain.
For me, Salon team is about the team, and it's all come together really well for the team this year, in the sense of each shot was done almost by an individual from the team, so it's got a little touch of everybody's work in there, so it really is a collaboration of what everybody does.
What we find with fashion, that's something we find confronting right now, that street level, that we wanted to create, that we feel that in another 5 years, 10 years, everything changes, something new, that would look as being, that was just then. So really went to the essence of what the youth are out there with, like if it's tattoos or piercings, strong haircuts, shaves, and just wanted to bring a really beautiful feeling to it. So as that boy-girl meets each other. So, a woman's a woman still and a man's a man. So it doesn't matter what their haircuts are. I believe that's just a fashion. It's just an expression of yourself.
Can you tell us a little bit about the colour complementing Damien's cuts?
Yeah, definitely. It's really important as a colourist that you do obviously complement the style. So for androgyny, we really wanted to embrace the haircuts and have a really neutral palette, not going too stripy or bold. So really blondes, clean, crisp blondes, really flat dark browns, and then if we did have a contrast, which Tiana did, it was still like a black and a white still, because we did shoot the collection black and white, so the colour still is really important, and like you said, to enhance his haircuts, we have to make sure that you're not compensating one for the other. So
Joey, if you're directing a shoot, do you guys collaborate a little bit on that?
I think, Jayne's got an eye. She knows, she's been doing it since, for the last, 13 years, even 14 years she's been modelling, so she knows what's cool and what's not. So when I am putting my collections together, it's sometimes you show a collection to somebody and, they're not going to give you the honest opinion. They're always like, yeah, it's great, but they don't give you the honest opinion. Whereas if Jayne, she can look at it and go, yes, no, yeah, you change this or change that.
I know that, the shoots that we get through with you in it, you're very versatile, you do some great work, some great looks. How important is it to continue to be adaptable and changeable, and how do you keep yourself fresh like that?
I think it's really important. I think it's what's kept me going for so long. And I think when the clients look through my book and they see that I can look different in so many different photos, I think it's important, and I think it's definitely helped me and kept me going for so long.